right? It's like a public speaking club that provides a platform for you to practice speaking. A little bit about the history. Toastmasters was founded by Ralph C. Smithley in 22nd of October 1924 in Bloomington, Illinois, United States. As Director of Education at the YMCA, Smithley saw a need for the men in the community to learn how to speak and conduct meetings. Now, the headquarters of the organization is in Englewood, Colorado, United States. Toastmasters is big. It's very big. This is the demographic of Toastmasters clubs around the world. Right now, there are more than 300,000 members and growing in over 15,800 clubs in 149 countries. This is the ranking of the total clubs by country. Malaysia is at the 6th place with 382 clubs. Why Toastmasters? What will you get if you join this club? I tell you 5 reasons. First, Toastmasters helps you build confidence. Toastmasters Club provides you the opportunity at every meeting, whether you present a prepared speech, participate in table topics, or fill a meeting role, you can get the valuable practice needed to build confidence for public speaking. Second, Toastmasters makes you become a more effective speaker. An integral part of Toastmasters is giving and receiving feedback. When you speak at the club, a fellow Toastmasters will provide you with feedback to help you grow your public speaking skills. Third, improve your leadership skills. Since Toastmasters clubs are run by members, each club offers volunteer leadership positions that consist of President, Vice President of Education, Vice President Public Relations, and more. Fourth, you get to network with others. Toastmasters come for all walks of life. Over time, attending meetings will allow you to build social connections and network with others that you may not have had the opportunity to meet otherwise. And fifth, for students especially, Toastmasters makes you stand out from other candidates when you search for jobs. Employers see and value Toastmasters as the best training program in the world. Even Microsoft has its own Toastmasters club. If you join this club at university, of course, they see you as the best candidate because of your Toastmasters membership. These are the list of the top local universities that host their own Toastmasters clubs. In this meeting, we have our grammarian, Ming Kang, Toastmaster Ming Kang, who is the Vice President of Education for University Malaya Toastmasters Club. So you are lucky that UUM is now starting the club. When you join Toastmasters, you will have many speaking opportunities. The main feature is delivering a 5 to 7 minute speech. But then you don't just come like that and speak like that. You will have a guidance from the Toastmasters education curriculum called Pathways. So as you can see in the slide, there are 11 paths that you can choose from, depending on your goal in Toastmasters. For example, if you want to become a great presenter, you might want to choose Presentation Mastery Pathway, which consists of speech projects that trains your speech content, body language, vocal variety, and many more. You might want to choose Dynamic Leadership if you want to become a great leader. Many people think Toastmasters is a class with teachers or instructors teaching the members how to speak. It's not. Toastmasters is a meeting that you yourself facilitated the meeting by becoming the speaker or the evaluator or the grammarian or any other role with the help of club officers. This is what distinguishes Toastmasters from other public speaking programs. In Toastmasters, we learn by doing, not listening and doing nothing. As you all know, the club is not yet chartered under Toastmasters International or even under UUM. For this club to be started, we need at least 20 members. Membership fee will be shared in the Q&A session at the end of the meeting, so stay tuned until the end. So that's all I can share about Toastmasters in a nutshell. Ask away your burning question in the Q&A session at the end of the meeting. Now, I would like to welcome the role players to introduce your role. We will start with our grammarian Toastmaster Ming Kang to tell us your role and the word of the day.
Oh, am I audible?
Yep.
Hi everyone, I'm Ming Kang from University Malaya Toastmaster Club. Today I'm your grammarian, playing a role as grammarian. The grammarian role is to pay attention and listen carefully to all speakers' English language commands. I take note of good usage and inappropriate usage of English language. At the end of meetings, I provide suggestions for good usage of English language. Now, it's my responsibility to introduce the word of the day. For today's meeting, the word is called camaraderie. It's a noun, camaraderie, meaning mutual trust and friendship among people who spend a lot of time together. Example of sentences: when you've been climbing alone for hours, there's a tremendous sense of camaraderie when you meet other climbers. Please use the word of the day as much as possible for today's meeting, and I shall give my reports on word of the day usage, reports on good command of language, and reports on suggestions, grammatical error. That's all. Back to you, Toastmaster of the evening.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ming Kang, all the way from UUM Toastmasters Club. Next, I would like to call upon our counter, Toastmaster Badril Anwar from Darul Aman Toastmasters Club. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the evening. As you all know, my name is Badril Anwar from Darul Aman Toastmaster Club, and the role of an counter is to note words and sound that are used as a crutch, or as you can read here. I would not insult your intelligence by reading all of this, but I will describe more on the R, and I will count how many fillers that could distract the listeners from listening to your speech and so on. So as according to R, and so on. And I will also report the number of times that each speaker used when called upon by the GE. So that would be my role. Back to you, Toastmaster of the evening.
Thank you, Toastmaster Badril, all the way from Darul Aman Toastmasters Club. Next, I would like to call upon our timer, Toastmaster Arthur from Cyberjaya Community Toastmasters Club. Over to you.
Hello. Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Alif. Greetings, everyone. My name is Arthur Jeffrey. I'm from Cyberjaya TMC. So basically, what I am going to do today is I will be taking your timer. Basically means if there is for the table topic speakers, I will show 1 minute, which is the green. For example, I will show you as my background. This is green for 1 minute, and then 1 minute 30 seconds is yellow. Red is the 2 minutes, and I will give you 30 seconds for the wrap up. And then for the icebreaker, which will be held later on, it will be given a 4 minutes for the green, and yellow is at 5 minutes, and 6 minutes is the red, and the 30 seconds for the. And finally, the evaluators will be given 2 minutes for the green, 2 minutes 30 seconds for the yellow, and red. And at the final, I will be giving the report to Toastmaster. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arthur, for the wonderful introduction. Thank you to all the role players for introducing your roles. Toastmasters meeting is divided into 3 sections. The first session is table topic session, second session is prepared speech, and lastly, evaluation session. Now we have come to the most fun part of Toastmasters meeting, the table topic session. Everyone in the meeting, especially you UUM students, are more than welcome to participate, to speak in this session. So please welcome our wonderful table topics master, distinguished Toastmaster Priyanka Bakshi to lead the session. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Alif, and also the president of our club, Cyberjaya Community Toastmasters. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, before we begin the camaraderie journey today, let me just remind you very quickly that what actually happens in the table topic session. So you will be given 2 minutes and 30 more seconds grace to speak on the topic, around the topic, add it on with your story. Even if you don't have a story, cook something and just speak on the spot. Basically, table topics means speaking on the spot. You don't have to be very serious. Just enjoy and take the lead. It's the first step towards building your camaraderie here tonight. Okay, so as already mentioned, I would like to reiterate the timer. Arthur will be flashing out the green light when it is 1 minute. He will flash out the yellow light when it is 1 minute 30 seconds. And he will show you the red light when it is 2 minutes. And then from here, you will have 30 seconds grace. But the tip here is that the moment you see the yellow light or you've reached the red light, start winding up your story. All right. Nothing to worry. We are all here just for fun and create the magic ourselves. Okay, let's go on. Who would like to take the lead? Who is going to take and start the fun? Any takers? Yes, absolutely. Thank you for the reminder, Table Topics Evaluator, DTM Suse. Yes, it'll be very, very, very highly recommended to switch on your cameras so we can actually see you and also evaluate you based on your body language and gestures and expressions. Yes, thank you very much. Okay, so who would like to go first? Any takers? Anyone? If you are okay.
I see a guest.
Natasha, did you? Is that you? Are you okay to go? No, it's okay. It's okay. Never mind. It's all right.
I actually do not know how this is.
Okay, so let me explain it to you once again. Let me explain it to you once again. It's no problem. The best part is that you want to try. So Natasha, what happens is I will give you a topic. Let's say Priyanka is pretty. Okay, so that is your topic. Now you have to speak something around the topic, about the topic, of the topic, out of the topic, doesn't matter. As long as you can speak something connected to the topic or you connect something to the topic, you just keep on speaking. So 1 minute, when you continuously speak for 1 minute, you will see the green light. And then when you reach 1 minute 30 seconds, you will see on the screen, you will see the yellow light. And then when you reach 2 minutes, you will see the red light. And that's when you can say thank you and back to you. And you are done for the day. Give it a try, Natasha. I'm sure you will enjoy. Yes? Shall we?
Can 𝐏𝐸𝐿 try first?
𝐏𝐸𝐿. Okay.
You want to volunteer?
Okay. Anybody? Actually, we can show them. Is it a good idea, Alif, to show them first?
Yeah.
Okay. So are you good, Eric?
I hope I don't bore all of you because you'll be listening to me in a few sessions. But yeah, I think it's good to have an example so that you know what. Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic.
So yes, it's a challenge.
Oh, all right, ladies and gentlemen. So here is a sampler for you. After that, we will have Nurul and Natasha and everyone try. Okay. So let me share my screen with you all now. Okay. So yes, of course, this is the table topics and this is the theme. This just, you can add on these words to your vocabulary. It also means friendship, togetherness, brotherhood, camaraderie, and companionship. Eric, the table topic for you is on the screen. When was the last time you tried something new? When was the last time you tried something new, Eric?
Thank you so much, table topic master Priyanka Bakshi. When was the last time I had tried something new? Very interesting question. You know, being human, we are all very comfortable with our usual pace. Normally, we want to do things that we are familiar with, because when we do something different, we are unaware what to expect at the end. So for me, I think to answer the question, I think what thing that I've done, something new, I think being the first table topic speaker, like today. Okay, because sometimes being too comfortable, we rarely want to volunteer ourselves because, as I said, humans are very scared of the uncertainty, you know, just like what happened during the COVID-19 after being 2 years locked down in the house. Now all of us are pro in Zoom. But sometimes, yeah, if we realize that sometimes these are the moments where they say, you know, sometimes when you're ready, there's no opportunity. But sometimes there's opportunity and you're not ready. Same like today's table topic. There's an opportunity for us to grow. But, you know, some of us are not ready yet. So over here, I would like to urge every one of you here, yes, sometimes the tunnel might be a little bit dark. You might not know what is at the end of the tunnel, but sometimes just take that little leap of faith. You know, you never know if you never try, you know, and you don't know what opportunity awaits if you let others take before you. So today, for the next 2 hours, volunteer, have fun. No worries, nothing will happen. The most is Priyanka will laugh at me and all of you will still clap at my wonderful speech. Okay, with that, I would like to urge every one of you here in anything that you do in life, you know, if you feel that it's a bit too mundane, you know, like time is just moving on and on, perhaps try something new and you never know what is at the end of the tunnel. With that, back to you, table topic master.
Thank you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Eric. He is absolutely right, isn't it? There is always light at the end of the tunnel. You just need to take that first step. You just need to dare to plunge in. Thank you very much for reminding us that, General Evaluator. Okay, Natasha, shall we go now?
Okay, I try.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, Natasha, just a little catch for you. When I call your name, Natasha, then only you start speaking, okay? I will read the topic twice. Okay, beautiful. Here we go. All right. The topic is on your screen now. Do you prefer fine dining alone or eating at the mama with friends? Do you prefer fine dining alone or eating at the mama with friends? Natasha.
Thank you, table topic master Priyanka. Priyanka. Okay, which one I prefer is dining at mama with friend, because eating alone is you will not have the what you cannot be able to finish the food if you eat alone. Sometimes alone is good, but when it's come to you eating, I prefer to eat with my friends because we can laugh, we can gossip about anything. You have a lot of things to share, and when eating alone, it's like you just you and so boring. Like your environment is so sad. Yeah, I think dining with friends at Mama is memorable. We can create a lot of memories, having fun together, and it's yeah. When eating with friends, it might take a lot of time, and that's what the best we can forget about our assignment for the moment, and we enjoy ourselves at that time. So I did that. So.
Fantastic, Natasha. I am so glad you spoke us. You have a beautiful voice, you know. And you know what? I will not go for fine dining alone because of the cost, man. Very difficult and expensive. So thank you very much, Natasha. All right, very well done. Who is next? Nurul. Yay, I see the smile. Okay, Nurul. The topic for you is on the screen now. A smile can change your whole day. A smile can change your whole day. Nurul.
Okay, for a smile can change the whole day. Based on my experience, it is actually true because sometimes smiling when we especially when we are with our friends, smiling can actually be very contagious. Based on experience, I am actually a very introverted person. So whenever I went out with some friends, half of my friends are actually extroverted. And then when they actually when they converse with me, sometimes they just able to put a very big smile on my face, and then I will be happy. I will feel very happy all day. I think that is all.
Thank you, Nurul. Thank you very much. Fantastic, fantastic speech from you. Okay, I see a message in the chat box. Okay, yeah, Jian. Hi, Jian. Are you good to take one? Yay, okay. All right, Jian. Your topic is on the screen now. Do you think crying is a sign of weakness or strength? Do you think crying is a sign of weakness or strength? Jian.
I think crying is a sign of strength. Why? It's because when you cry, you express your emotional outwards. You didn't shy or you didn't want to suppress that feelings to yourself. Crying doesn't mean that you are weak. Just that you have a lot of things happen around you. Your mind's filled up with burdens in life. Something unexpected happened to you. So why not take some time to cry, to get rid of this stress in you, so you feel emotionally better. That's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Jian. That was a good attempt. Okay, who is going to go next? Muhammad Nur Hakim, how about you? Would you like to try? Just go for it. Have fun.
You can.
Yay. Okay. Your topic is on the screen now. Which is worse? Failing or never trying? Which is worse? Failing or never trying? Hakim.
Okay. Okay. Which is the worst? Falling or never trying? If you say, we always think bad when we want to try something, but you never try, and you will go to failing. But if you try, and then you failing. So what do you think? You fail and you failing. You get the two. So if you want to be someone awesome, you need to try and you fail. And seems like you want to know someone, or you want to try your crush. So you need to know and try. If you fail, it's okay. At least you try. That's one point. That's the thing. You need to think about the how you try and fall. If you think you never try, you can get nothing. I think that's all.
Absolutely right, Muhammad Nur Hakim. You never try, you never know. And you must, for every kind of experience, you must try. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Okay, timer, do we have time for one or two more table topics? Time. Okay, maybe.
Hello.
Yes, Arthur.
Yes, we still have time for it.
Okay, beautiful. All right, so we have Ahmad Azeem. Would you like to go? Yay, that's nice. That's nice. Okay, let's put it on the screen now. Okay. What gives life meaning? What gives life meaning? Ahmad Azeem.
All right. First of all, thank you to our table topic master. Okay. The question is, what is the meaning of life? Life is a bigger sentence. It can be life to be a good one, or life to be a failure, life to be a medium one. We go to the first of all, we know life cannot be a perfect, but it can be a better one. As we know, we human, we build ourselves. We rise from failure many times, and we don't have such thing as failure in our dictionary. And like life can be sometimes bad, and life can be sometimes good. It depends on the person itself. Maybe we can try to be more concerned about your sometimes health, or maybe your hobbies, or even skills, because some life is not just like your own, like what we call your own life. Sometimes it can be more. It's a universal. I think that's all.
Fantastic, Ahmad Azeem. Life definitely is universal. Life is all about interconnections, connections, that is camaraderie, as we all are here already. Okay, one more. Anyone? Do we have Jenny? Would you like to go for it? Jenny, Amelia. I don't see. Okay, anyone? It's open. Okay, last one. Hisha, Chukaishan, would you like to try? Who? Okay, that's Hilman. Okay. I saw a little fish somewhere. I don't know where the little fish ran away. I wanted to catch the little fish. Okay, so who would like to take the last one? Last is for the best. Little bit. Okay. Anyone else? If there are no takers, then shall we conclude the session? Yeah. Okay. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to conclude by saying that camaraderie is contagious, and we all have already started the journey here. Fantastic. You people were eloquent, you people were expressive, and you dared to speak up. Please keep it up. Fantastic. And I give the floor back to Toastmaster of the day, Alif Ibrahim. Thank you.
Thank you, Table Topics Master Priyanka Bakshi for the wonderful session. And now we will vote for the best Table Topics speaker. Right. I believe we have 5 speakers. Is it correct, Priyanka? All right. So the poll is launched now. All right, 2 more. Looks like we have a winner. Thank you, everyone. Thank you again to Table Topics Master Priyanka for the wonderful Table Topic session. Kudos to those who have the courage to take up the challenge to speak and think on your feet. Now we have come to the prepared speech session. Let me share the screen. Right. In this session, members have prepared for their 5 to 7 minute speech before the meeting, according to his speech project in Toastmasters Pathway. Tonight, we will be listening to the Icebreaker speech delivered by Toastmaster Hilman Hisham. The Icebreaker speech is the first ever speech that a new Toastmaster member would deliver. With that, please welcome Hilman Hisham with the speech title of I Won't Regret It. I Won't Regret It, Toastmaster Hilman Hisham.
Thank you, Toastmasters of the Day, Toastmasters Alif Ibrahim, for the introduction. Looking at the crowd here, I can't help myself to reminisce about the first time that I attended my first demo meeting at my university back then, Monash University Toastmasters Club. The event happened in auditorium, and we had a lot of visiting Toastmasters from other clubs as well, such as the Sunway University, UUM, and Taman Indrahana Toastmasters Club. At first, I thought Toastmasters is a club where people just want to show off the public speaking skills. But I was wrong. When I attended the meeting, the speakers were not as good as I thought they would be, like what I see in TEDx seminar. But what I find it very interesting is that the speakers are very courageous to stand on the stage and give a speech of their life, something that I had not the courage to do before this. Growing up, I had always been told that I have a very excellent voice projection. When I was in primary school, I did storytelling. When I was in secondary school, I emceeing several formal events for my school. And I participate in drama competition as well. So an English teacher of mine saw this talent and she wanted me to be part of her debate team. But here lies the problem. The medium used was English, and all I did back then, emceeing, storytelling, was in Malay language, in my native language. my English on that time was very dreadful. My grammar is all over the place. And when I try to speak English, I literally think it in my native language first and then translate it word by word before I speak it. I can't help it because I feel that my English on that test was very bad. So I feel insecure. I feel shameful of it. But I replied to my teacher, okay, teacher, I'll think about it. But then I ghost her ever since. Can't help it. I feel insecure about myself. I'm afraid that people gonna criticize and be judgmental about it. So I didn't reply to her, and then where did it bring me? Nowhere. I didn't improve my English, my public speaking skills deteriorates, and I became more introverted. So I regret that I succumbed to my insecurity and my fear instead of overcoming it. So back in 2018, when my dad told me that just join Toastmasters. So instead of running away, instead of cowering in fear like before, I say to myself, just go for it and maybe regret later. But the latter didn't happen because I was impressed ever since. You see, in Toastmasters, whatever mistakes that you make, the Toastmasters members make you believe that you can take that mistakes, use it as a catapult for you to become a better speaker, a better leader. So apart from that, the networking that you can get from this community is a very huge opportunity for your future career, and the camaraderie that you will experience from other Toastmasters members from other clubs is very much needed in your life. So it's no wonder like of seasoned speakers like we have in this room, like distinguished Toastmasters Priyanka and our GE, Toastmasters Eric Lau, has been active in Toastmasters for more than a decade, I believe. Frankly speaking, I didn't get a satisfying result when I was in my university. And sometimes it made me wonder that with these results, how can I land a job? But what I've learned in Toastmasters by socializing, networking, and speaking, I believe that I can go anywhere. I'm very comfortable in every interview that I went, and it didn't take me a long time for me to get my first job. So fellow Toastmasters and students of UUM, you can become anything when you're joining Toastmasters. You can improve your leadership skills, build confidence, and etc. But to achieve that, you need commitment and disciplines. You are the students of UUM, you are at the best period in your life where you don't need to worry much about anything other than your studies, unlike the working adults. So use this opportunity, joining Toastmasters to grow, to improve. Because by joining Toastmasters, it can open a lot of doors of opportunities for you. And trust me, you won't regret it. Back to you, Toastmasters of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hilman, for the wonderful icebreaker speech. Wow, that was a life-changing moment for you, being a Toastmaster since you were in Monash University. So yeah, that was the testimonial from our speaker about Toastmasters. Now we have come to take a 5-minute break. Before we take a break, let's have a group photo. So if everyone can turn on your video so that we can capture the moment. All right, Chiu Kai Sian, Jenny and Hisha. All right. Jenny, all right. Hisha seems to have difficulty. Oh, it's all right. Okay. So in a count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Freestyle. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much. And now we will have a 5-minute break. We will be back at, according to agenda, 9 o'clock, but we are ahead of time. So we'll be back at 8:50, 55. Wow, Toastmaster Hilman. That was a very great speech.
Thank you. Not a great speech. Just do my best. Did my best.
What do you mean? Easy lah, easy. I saw. Oh,
What? No, it's not
Bro.
easy.
You're currently in UUM, Alif?
Yeah, I'm
Right.
currently in UUM.
Oh, you guys having online classes?
Most of the classes are online, but some are face to face. Yeah, like me, I have two face to face class. Yeah, so it's not that
I see.
100%. What about UM?
Yeah, it depends on the faculty. For my case, we are going full physical. So
All right, that's great.
mostly for faculty, computer science, they're still doing online. Yeah, it depends on departments as well. But I
Yeah,
believe going on next semesters will be fully physical then.
yeah, hopefully.
Because you are a member of Cyberjaya and you're currently in UUM, so that's far.
I know, right? But yeah. In the meantime, we plan on doing online for Cyberjaya, so there's no problem in me becoming a member, simultaneous member.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
Any
Is UM
plans on going hybrid?
hybrid? So far members are requesting to be online. So
I see.
how about UM? Are you going hybrid? In your meeting?
Yeah, we've been going hybrid for about a few times already. 3 months, I believe.
Wow.
So far, so good, the experiences.
Yeah.
Because we have about 50% members staying here. So I say, why not just doing hybrids and you can see each other face to face.
Yeah, because some are comfortable online and some are,
The
you
reason
know.
we're doing hybrid is because we still have members who are not students, like working adults and graduates. So they are, most of them not able to come here to join meeting. So yeah, that's why doing hybrids. So most of physical attendance are UM students. Most
Oh.
of online attendance are either senior members who graduate from UM or they're working adults.
Wow, that's great. Yeah, it's
Um,
good to have hybrid because you know, sometimes we can invite the powerful speakers like to say via Zoom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
UEM, any plans on hybrid in the future?
For now we are I mean collecting the 20 members first. So and yeah, I believe it is you know, I also don't really like online because you know physical cannot really replace online. But yeah, maybe next sem, provided that we have 20 members.
I'm sure you can do it, man. I'll help you to promote. I have a few friends studying at UM.
Ah,
I think they're willing to try.
yeah, sure. Ask them.
Sure.
How about Dr. Sabrina? How are you? Long time no see.
I'm good, thank you, Alif. I'm good. Just being busy, that's all.
Understood.
Towards the end of semester. That's why. And I'm curious, Jian, have we met before in any class? You look so familiar.
I did incognito, yeah. I'm your broadcasting class.
Oh, yes. That's why you look so familiar. Okay. Glad to see you here. Thank you for coming.
Dr. Sabrina, are you a lecturer in UUM?
Yes, I'm a lecturer in UUM. Actually, here I prefer you to call me just Sabrina here.
Oh.
I think in Toastmaster we practice that, not to use the title. And I'm
I
not
see.
used to have, yeah. In Toastmaster it will be best without the title.
Just my habit as student studying in university.
Yes, yes.
Get used to it.
Yeah, I've been in UUM almost 10 years now.
Oh,
This year is
wow.
my 10th year, yes. So happy that Alif want to take up this challenge to have a club in our university. It will be great.
Any supports or any supports or helps from the lecturer sites or administrator, the school sites in chartering this club? Just
It
curious.
will be the administrator. I think Alif is working with the students body advisor club, I believe.
Yeah.
So the lecturers are not really in charge of the students body in university. Usually it will be the admin, the pejabat hal ehwal pelajar.
Oh,
Student
HEP.
affairs. Yes, yes.
HEP, got it. It's good to have wide spectrum of people, not just students.
Yeah.
In a Toastmaster club. Yes, I've been visiting some clubs, university clubs. I've been in UFTA. They have some lecturers joining their club as members as well. It's quite interesting.
What about in UM? You're from UM, right?
Yeah, I'm from UM.
Do you have lecturers too joining?
Unfortunately, no. Most of our members are students. We would like to have lecturers as well, but they seem pretty busy.
Okay.
But yeah, I hope if Toastmasters Club is to be chartered, yeah, I hope there is a mix of lecturers inside, because yeah, that's what I've been looking forward lah. Because I've been to, I believe USM or UTM. I'm not sure, but between that university, they have their lecturer and also their students. But their students are mostly consists of postgrad, so but yeah, it's nice to have a mix of lecturers and students. Right, we have 1 more minute. All right, the time is up. Yeah. So welcome back to the meeting after the break. Now is the last session of a Toastmasters meeting, which is the evaluation session. In evaluation session, the speeches that we listened to just now will be evaluated by a team of experienced Toastmasters. The session will be led by our General Evaluator, Club Growth Director of District 102 Malaysia, Distinguished Toastmaster 𝐏𝐸𝐞𝐿. The stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day and your incoming Division Director-elect for Division H, Toastmaster Alif. What a camaraderie session. Are you enjoying so far? I hope so, okay, because this is one of the most important sessions in every Toastmasters meeting. As they say, we all can speak, but how well do we speak? This is like the moment of truth. So in every evaluation session, I always brand it as the PIE session. Pie, as they said, the breakfast are for champions. For me, dinners are for people like us. You know, the Malaysian style, we eat, 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 and eat. So for me, this is, I always brand it as a PIE session. Earlier, you already heard the project speech session, P. Then we also had, at the very beginning, the impromptu speech session, I, which is the table topic. And now the E does not stand for Eric, but it's the evaluation session. Okay, and earlier I was not being called upon to introduce my role. Therefore, I will just give you a little brief so that you know what I'm doing here exactly. But what is GE? You know, is it the General Electric? So basically, GE here is the General Evaluator. Therefore, I shall be of General. Okay, I am here to observe, to listen, and to hopefully smell the aroma of UUM Toastmasters Club. And as the name sounds, hopefully I can be a great entertainer, GE, at the very end of this meeting, so that all of us will be entertained. Of course, I don't do this alone. I have a team of dedicated role players who will be assisting me in this wonderful meeting. Okay, so as I said, all of us can speak, but how well do we speak? This is the moment of truth. Okay, so do know that all evaluations are from the heart. Take what you can, discard what you can't. Anything else, we can now settle outside at your nearby mama stall over a teh tarik. Okay? Yeah. Okay, so don't feel offended because every feedback are unique. Okay, so starting this wonderful session, of course, up on my list, we have our very own district champion for the International Speech Contest, who will be evaluating 5 table topic speakers. I myself don't have this privilege. So for the next few minutes, you will hear from the champions himself evaluate the 5 table topic speaker earlier. And I now hand the stage over to our table topic evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster, 𝐓𝐸𝐤𝐬𝐢𝐵𝐻𝐻. Over to you.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Eric, for that introduction. My dear friends, brothers and sisters, welcome once again. And a great kudos to all the 5 speakers who had the courage, who took the courage, took the challenge, and you spoke well. And this is just a personal opinion, starting with Natasha. Natasha. When people ask you to volunteer, say, no, I cannot, I need to wait. But guess what? You spoke for 1 minute, 30 seconds and the ideas were flowing. Do you prefer fine dining alone or eating mama with your friends? I really like the way you started off. You say, thank you, table topic master. At that point of time, as someone who's really attempting first time, you didn't forget your gratitude. You started off, thank you for the topic. That's a good gesture. Keep it up. And I also liked how we went. Fine dining alone is good, but I prefer to eat with my friends at mama. You justified. You gave a justification on the topic. Well done. And you also said a lot of things to share, to gossip. I think these ideas were flowing as we were talking. Well done on that. You are very confident. Natasha, just one simple suggestions. When you're speaking, look at that tiny dot in your camera. Just look directly so that we can feel that Natasha is talking to us. I know you're looking at the window here and looking up here. It's okay. From time to time, take some time just to look at that tiny dot in the camera so that we can have eye-to-eye connection as a speaker and an audience. Well done, Natasha. Good job. Second, we have Nurul. A smile can change the whole day. Well, you were all smiling until you say thank you, and that's all. Very good. That gesture of smiling explains a lot about the topic. And I also like when you took your time to arrange. I'm an introvert. I have extrovert friends who make me laugh. You took your time. You didn't rush. That's a good attribute of a good speaker, and you're almost there. And Nurul, do not worry. Do not worry that you cannot speak, because the moment you start speaking, you are the hero of your subject. You are hero of your story. So do not show your nervousness like, but today your smile, it made everything invisible. So just stay calm when you're talking and do not give up on that smile whenever you're speaking. Well done, Nurul. And we have our third speaker, Chong Jian. Well done. The moment table topic master asked, you wanted to attempt, you went muted, but you still tried. Well done, Chong. Do you think crying is a sign of weakness or strength? Without a second thought, you said it's a sign of strength, and you gave us the reason. Very good, Chong. Just one little suggestion on top of your confidence, right? You said, why not take some time to cry so that you will feel emotionally better? This sentence, right? You could pause yourself. Why not you take some time to cry? You stop. Let audience say, yeah, I want to cry. I want to cry. Give us that moment to think, and then so that you can feel emotionally better. You know, that pause will give a bang. So just little pauses here and there that will make your speech is more understandable, and the meaning that coming from your speech is more absorbable by the audience. Well done, Chong. Next, we have Muhammad Nur Hakim, which is worse, failing or never trying. Nur Hakim, I think the strength of today's speech is the way you used your vocal variety. You never try, but you're scared. If you want to be awesome, you need to try. And I like that little intonation that used, you know, that up and down, that add a lot of value. And it's like, okay. And you didn't say that you're scared, but you never try. You use that voice as your tool to deliver the message. Well done, Hakim. Hakim, this is an interesting topic. Sometimes you can use your hands as your gesture. You are scared, but you never try. Why not take some time to cry? Use your hand. I mean, that is the tool for you to use it so that the message is conveyed even more stronger, give us a more impact. Good job, Hakim. Last but not least, Ahmad Azeem, what gives life meaning? I love the way you started. Life is all about complex, medium, and failing. You gave a strong opening, and then you explained what is life is being complex about. How about failure? That's very good. And Azeem, also the same, one little suggestion. You have a good voice throw. You have a good presence, stage presence. Use that eye contact to be more effective. When you mentioned that you had failing, medium, and also complex, stop, look at them. Life can be divided into three: complex, medium, and it could be a failure. So the moment you stop, look, you stop, you look, you are like telling us that, okay, just wait for my next surprise. And we are like glued, like what's coming next? What's coming next? That pauses and that eye contact will make your speech to a different level. All in all 5 speakers, you guys were great. And this is not just a cliche way of telling that you guys are good. No, it takes courage for one to volunteer to start speaking even you're not prepared, and that's what you have just showed. And I really believe this is a good start for UUM Toastmasters Club, and I can see great potential in the club. With that, thanks for the opportunity. Back to you, Mr. General Evaluator, Distinguished Toastmaster Eric Low. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Distinguished Toastmaster Jose Salvanadan. All of you feel a sense of camaraderie after hearing this evaluation. Yes, there you have it. One of your district Malaysia champion who have given his evaluation to all 5 table topic speaker. And I agree with him. It's never easy to take the first step, just like me, being the first sample speaker. But yes, definitely a good job to all of you who have tried your very first step. And if you notice how Jose has evaluated, he is not only expressive, he is also extensive, but thankfully not expensive. Okay. People like me speak for free. He speaks for a fee. Okay, but see, that's why we are so privileged to have him here to share his wonderful evaluation. His time is definitely very busy with his work. I just met him in Saraman that day after knowing him so long. But they are good to see his wonderful evaluation to all 5 speakers. And I hope 5 of you have benefited from a Malaysian level quality speaker. Okay, with that, thank you so much, Jose, and all 5 brave souls. Moving on to our next session for us to see on the evaluation on Hilman Hisham, that I have the privilege to invite the Deputy Dean for Student Affairs and Alumni of UUM School of Multimedia Technology and Communication, Innovative Planning Level 1, Dr. Sabrina. Over to you.
Thank you so much, GE, Eric Low. Well, you mentioned in your speech excellent, your teacher told you that you have excellent voice projection. And exactly when you said that, that is also what I think of you. You did have a very beautiful voice. You are very fluent. And I think you are very, very confident in delivering your speech just now. You have good eye contact, your hand gestures right within the screen, because I think that is one of the challenge when you speak online, to get the framing of all your hand gestures and all within the frame. So you did that well just now. And you speak very clearly, and you have your vocal variety. And what I like throughout the speech is you bring, I think I can speak on behalf of all the Toastmasters here, that you bring us to where we started this journey. You bring us to our first time, to our first meeting with Toastmaster. You did that very well. You bring me to that first meeting moment, and I can see also at that time, everyone is glued to the screen. I think reflecting on our first time, and also those who were here for the first time can also relate to you. They can see how far you have come. And I hope your speech will also experience our beloved sisters and brothers here to follow your footsteps. I also like that when you speak, you just speak freely. You didn't hesitate at all. And if I can suggest one of the points for you to improve on, perhaps it's your body gesture. Because I'm not sure, I think you are sitting in a swivel chair or something, because you were a bit of like that, right? And if you can sit still, that will be perfect. That is something that you can work on in your next speech, perhaps. Okay, Hilman, I think that's all I have for you. Well done. I'm glad that I get to know you better now. And I think Monash is really lucky to have you as one of the students. Good luck, and thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Innovative Planning Level 1, Dr. Sabrina, on that wonderful evaluation. If you notice how she have evaluated, she basically toasts, then she rolls, then she bows. Thankfully, she didn't go around. Okay, so that is how a wonderful evaluation should be. You first state what the speaker has done well, how the speaker can improve, and what the speaker has done best. So hopefully, Ilham, I hope her evaluation has helped, which I believe she has done so. And yes, so privileged today to be hearing from an icebreaker like you. Congratulations, keep it up. The ice has broken. So I think most of us, we don't feel cold anymore. Congratulations. Okay, so we have already heard from the evaluation of all those who have spoken. Now we will move to a session where we call the technical role players, where they will be evaluating on your technical part. So what are these? These are like the grammarian, timer, and also what we call the counter. Okay, so first up on the list, could I have the privilege to invite Presentation Mastery Level 1, Ming Kang, as your grammarian, to share his camaraderie report. Over to you, Ming Kang.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator, Distinguished Toastmaster Eric Low. Here's my grammar reports. First, I'll report the word of the day usage, camaraderie. There are a total of 3 speakers in today's meeting using word of the day. Distinguished Toastmaster Eric Low, Toastmaster Priyanka, and Toastmaster Hilman. All of them use word of the day twice. Okay, moving on to the quotes, sayings, and thoughts that I like. So first of all, even if you don't have something to say, cook your own. I like the cook your own. Flashing the green light, flashing. We have to create magic for ourselves. Create magic for ourselves. Humans are scared of uncertainty. I like the word uncertainty. Smiling might be contagious. Contagious. Express your emotions. Express your emotion outwards. We don't have such thing as failure in our dictionary. Calamity is contagious. Again, I really like the word contagious. Could be a positive meaning. Think on your feet. My English was very dreadful. We like to speak, but how do we speak? Ask away your burning questions. So these are the quote sayings and quotes that I like the most throughout today's meeting. Moving on to some grammatical suggestions and language mistake. Now, here's a confusion about these two terms. If you want and if you wanted with ed. So if you're talking about something that you think it's common stuff, you say if you want. For example, if you want to drink coffee, you can buy coffee bag and cook your own. If you talk about something that is conditional, you use if you wanted. For example, if you wanted to succeed, you have to work hard. You see the difference there? If you want and if you wanted. If you want is something normal, it's something certain, something that we can always do. If you wanted is something conditional, something maybe you didn't do in the past. So another example of wanted is I always wanted to do something, but I never do it. I always wanted to do something, but I never do it. So that's some of the confusion there. Moving on, at the finals, it can be rephrased to, in the context of a meeting, today's meeting, it can be rephrased to at the end of the meeting. Third one is your environment is so sad when talk about mama stuff, me eating alone. You can make use of word of the day to rephrase this as you couldn't feel a sense of camaraderie eating alone in mama. Moving on, we can forget our assignment, talking about mama again. It could be rephrased as we can keep ourselves away from responsibilities of assignments. The fifth one, it's a universal. You can either rephrase it as it's universal. You can say it's a universal entity, it's a universal thing. And that's all for the grammarians reports. I hope you guys learned something new today. Back to you, General Evaluator.
From UM to UUM, with love. Thank you so much, Ming Kang, for that wonderful grammarian report. And I thought she has already added a value into the meeting. Okay, his grammar report is awesomely compact, not like my grandma, who is very long. So a grammar report should be short, concise, and concise. Thank you so much, Ming Kang, for that. All the way in Central, and being in Zoom, we can go all the way up north. So yes, that's wonderful of being in Zoom. Thank you so much, Ming Kang. So if you're wondering, yeah, this is what we call a grammarian who will be observing our English usage throughout the whole meeting. So up next, the second role player that we have is our AHA counter. So you'll be wondering, what is this person actually doing? So let's have him on stage to present his report. Over to you, Innovative Planning Level 4, Badru Anwar.
Thank you, General Evaluator, Mr. Eric. First of all, I would like to congratulate all the speakers tonight. You've been tremendous and we learned a lot. It was an eye-opener session as well. So this is one of my ways to give back and contribute to my alma mater, because I was one of the UUM students back in those years. So let us begin. Not to intimidate the attempt, those who attend the session. I will also count how many are Mr. Eric had done, what he uttered. And Eric has 1 and 3 As for Natasha, 10 1 and 2 as well as the 2 OKs. As for Chong, Jian, I could not detect any fillers, I would say. Congratulations. And then Muhammad Nur Hakim, 4 1 hour and 2 OKs, and Azeem 15 hours. As for the 𝐏𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿, none. Okay, back to you, General Director Eric.
To is human. To is normal. So, ladies and gentlemen, you're wondering what is this person there catching all your these little speech crutches. This is what we call the counter. You know, the unnecessary sound and fillers that, according to the Americans, should not be in our daily usage because sometimes it sounds irritating. Imagine if you hear me speaking with so not to worry, it's very normal for Malaysians to have this. It's actually a flavor of Malaysian, but sometimes they just want you to be aware. You know, I still remember when I first started, you know, I always have this so much unnecessary ahs and ums. Okay, then after that, as you move on, you realize, hey, you know, you will be more how to say, you will realize that it tends to happen. Then normally how we do it is to avoid this, we give a pause. Then you go on. Okay, so this role player is there to particularly to observe, you know, on the and so don't have to be over worried about it. Okay, because I remember when I first started, I have countless of and ums. Okay, as you go, the numbers should reduce. Okay, don't worry, be happy. Okay, lastly now, very important person in the room, which is our timer. Could I have Arthur to take the stage? Over to you.
Okay, thank you everyone. Great day. I mean, today, as I've seen, everyone is on time, and we start at 8 o'clock just now, and now it's 9:18. We finished earlier. All right, let's start with the table topic session for the first speaker, which is 𝐓𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿. The time is 2 minutes. And also, so before that, everyone is on time for the table topic session, so no worries. For the first speaker is 𝐓𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿, is 2 minutes. The second speaker is Natasha, 1 minute 31 seconds. Nurul Shakirah is 1 minute 9. The fourth speaker is Hakim, Hakim, which is 1 minute 3 seconds. The fifth is Chong, Jian, 1 minute 15, and the last speaker is Ahmad, Azeem, 1 minute 25. So after that, the icebreaker speech, Hilman Hisham is 5 minutes 32 seconds. So say who is the evaluator is 5 minutes 58, and then for the so say for the table topics session 5 minutes 58, and then Dr. Sabrina for the evaluator for the icebreaker speech 2 minutes 35 seconds. Grammarian is 2 minutes 58 seconds, and finally, Bradriel first 1 minute and 34 seconds, and finally me, my time is 1 minute 41 seconds. Okay, that's it. Back to you, Toastmaster today. General evaluator, 𝐓𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿.
Thank you so much, Timer Arthur, who ensured that we are still within time, as they say. Time wait for no man. I'm not too sure whether it wait for women, but we all should be in time. All of us are so busy with 24 hours a day. And today's meeting, I'm glad that we are still within time. So after this, if we are not on time, I think then the blame will be on this person as your general evaluator, who will wrap up the session with his general evaluator report. Okay, as I said, take what you can, discard what you can't. Anything else we shall settle outside of UUM or Cyberjaya with a cup of teh tarik, okay? Okay, I'm seeing all the camaraderie smile on your face. So today, what a new beginning we have. Like we started with some networking session at the very beginning, and it's always good and nice to see Priyanka being so early there. You know, she is not only your district human speech champion, we also have Susay, who is there to entertain all the guests. What an invaluable session you don't get for free. Rarely you get. So yeah, we had a wonderful networking session as we begin. Thank you so much, Alif, to start the meeting on time. We started on 8. It's also important, as I said, by our SAA. Not sure whether he's still single and available, SAA, but still time to start on 8. Meeting was called by order, and we start by a welcoming address by Moa. Hopefully the address is very welcoming. Okay, I see the numbers did not decrease, so thank you so much. I hope it's welcoming. Okay, and then moving on, we have the division head director-elect Alif, who took the stage as the Toastmaster of the day. His opening is like the sweetener in my teh tarik. You know, have you drink teh tarik before? Yeah, it's as sweet as how he has done. So he has shared the foundation of this program, giving you the intro, what is the meeting about, what's the benefit, what are the pros, or what roles, and so on, so that all the guests can feel at home. Okay, and I hope you do feel at home, okay, because today we definitely have lots of wonderful people here. Okay, and now being in the house, not to mention that we also have, earlier I mentioned, right, Priyanka and Susay, they are in the communication track. In the leadership track, we have someone here who is also your number 2, okay, in the whole district, 102. Again, district is a Malaysian level, and he is soon to be a number 1, which is so-called like the prime minister of this organization. He's none other than distinguished Toastmaster Ming. He's in the house here. He can raise his hand. Later, he will be addressing you guys. Okay, and then moving on, Alif, wonderfully done as a Toastmaster of the day. I thought as an MC, it's very important that you set the tone and the pace. So did all of you feel a sense of camaraderie? If yes, can I see a thumbs up? Yeah, you can either thumbs up here or use your virtual thumbs up. Yes. Okay, Alif, you did a wonderful job. So congratulations. Okay, moving on, we also have the table topic session, which I said the impromptu session. Okay, which has been well done by all 5 speakers, has been evaluated by the wonderful Sosei. I think much more I need to add. And then of course, we have our first speaker, and of course, has been evaluated by Dr. Sabrina. And as you know, their evaluation is so superb because they evaluate to elevate, not evaluate to eliminate. So congratulations to all my wonderful evaluator. And then of course, moving on, we have our technical role player, which is the grammar, counter, and timer. Okay, so just for me to sum up the whole session, a timer, please time me. Sometimes I notice whenever I go to club meeting, I don't know why they give me this so-called special privilege to not time me. Okay, because either DTM don't talk much, but for me, they always do talk more. Okay, but Arthur, please time me so that we are all within time. Good to see some of the smile here. Okay, so to wrap up the whole thing, so as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we call the 3 sessions that you have witnessed. First is the table topic session, which is the impromptu speech. Then you have the project speech session, which is has been done by Hilmi. And of course, that's how I sum up the PIE. Good. Okay, so as a general evaluator, definitely a privilege to be here as a general evaluator. I hope I've done my part and justice as your great entertainer, GE. Okay, if I don't, then I might be seeing you at the roadside. I'll be selling. Okay, but nevertheless, I hope all of you are well entertained because in this organization, we always believe that we learn best in moments of enjoyment. Okay, and today, as I say once again, I would like to acknowledge the presence of a few leaders and district champion because, as I said, it's not easy to get their time. And today is a very fortunate meeting. Having their input, I think it's a quality and a camaraderie meeting. I said in this organization, there are 2 tracks. One is the communication, one is the leadership. So in communication, as I said, we have people all the way representing the country. Okay, and also the finalists in Sosei and also Priyanka. And in leadership track, we have our number 2 here, which is distinguished Toastmaster Ming, and of course, your division head director-elect, Alif Ibrahim. Okay, so these are all part of the structure. Okay, and today I'm fortunate to be invited as a general evaluator, and I hope that I've done my part. Okay, and again, as I said, those evaluations that you have received after speaking are all from the heart. Okay, don't keep it personal. Take what you can, discard what you can't. Anything else, you can settle it over a data session. Okay, so try to see what you can take to improve next, and that's how we grow by helping each other. Okay, so yeah, it's a wonderful meeting, wonderful backdrop done. Alif, as you can see, he has been preparing all the backdrop that you're having now, and wonderful meeting done with 23 people in the house. A round of applause to all of you. Arthur, I don't know why I don't see the timer, so I will be talking until my time is up. Okay, so in this wonderful organization, if you notice, like I shared, right, the 3 technical role players, someone who will be noticing on your grammar usage. You don't have to worry too much, we're all here to learn. Okay, and then the second thing is your speech structures, which is the counter, and of course the timer. For me, so important. Okay, we can speak, yes, all of us can speak. If you notice, yeah, our politicians also can speak well. But the important thing is, how well are we within time? Just go back and imagine, like I was also a student, don't know how many years ago. Okay, I won't reveal my age here. But those were the days when you remember when you cook your Maggi cup noodle. How for you to make it the best? Within time, right? Too long, it will be very soggy. Too short, it will be too hard. But if within time, finger licking good, right? Yeah, so that's how a speech should be. No, within time. So that is why, if you notice why a timer is here showing the 3 colors, it's not that he has nothing better else to do and showing the traffic light, but basically color to indicate when we should start, stop, and summarize. Okay, so these are the 3 components of a meeting. You have the project speech, impromptu, and evaluation session. Okay, I was also someone like you. For information, it was a very historic moment 11 years ago when I was the charter president of 𝐏 Toastmasters, where Toastmasters are really cool. So I too come from a college club and I can understand your feeling. Okay, being a student back then, not to say that we are free, but I would just say that aside from study, try to have some time on your personal development. Okay, because if you don't care for your own personal development, who else? Okay, as you can see, the time is red. As I conclude this session, we are all here on a voluntary basis, and why are we still here? Like Chun Ming, he's already here for almost close to 14 or 15 years. Okay, he's not old yet, but he still has a very young heart. But basically, we are here because we see that all of you who have participated in this wonderful program has changed your life. That has changed our life. Okay, so to conclude, I will just say, pay for knowledge or pay dearly for ignorance. Okay, for more info, Q&A, after this session will be handled by the new Toastmaster Ming. Ask all the questions you can. Don't feel shy, because at the end of the day, you will be applauded. If you notice, no one here boo, right? Boo, no one do that, if you notice. So this is why I said a positive learning environment where you can rarely find with an affordable investment. Okay, with that, I shall zip it. Okay, because we should speak within time. If not, I could see Priyanka will be traveling to Subang and be knocking my head. Okay, and once again, thank you so much for having me in this wonderful session. It's a privilege, it's an honor to be witnessing so many past and current champions and leaders. With that, I shall hand back the control to your wonderful Toastmaster of the day, Alif Ibrahim. Over to you.
Thank you, Club Growth Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Eric Low, for the fantastic evaluation session. I hope we all can learn what we need to improve and what we did best. Now we are going to witness the award for the best table topic speaker, the Q&A session, and we will ask the feedback from the guests. All right, let me share the screen. Before I announce the award of presentation, I just realized that I left the table topic speaker, Chong Jian, in the poll. I'm so sorry, Chong Jian, for leaving you, because I did not write. It was my fault. I did not write all the speakers. I just remembered. So forgive me, Chong Jian, for not being in the poll. All right. So it's an honor for me to announce the winner for the best table topic speaker. Drum roll, please. The best table topic speaker goes to Muhammad Nur Hakim bin Jais. Congratulations, Hakim, for winning the best table topics award. If you are here, all right, let me take a picture of you with the certificate. All right, let me spotlight. I can't seem to spotlight you. All right, there you are. Okay. In a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, congratulations, Nur Hakim, for winning the Best Table Topics Award.
Thank you.
Right. So now is the moment where you can ask burning questions about the club or anything about Toastmasters. So the Q&A session will be handled by me, District Director-elect Chun Ming, and also Club Growth Director Eric, in case I can't answer. So Toastmaster Chun Ming and Eric, feel free to interrupt if you have things to add anytime. Before we open the Q&A session, I would like to present the membership fee for the club for UUM students. Share the screen back. All right, so for membership of the club, to become a UUM Toastmasters Club member, you need to pay the fees to Toastmasters International. For new members, the fee is 300 ringgit for the first 6 months and a renewal fee of 200 for the next 6 months. In the in Toastmasters, we use US dollars, so it's actually $65. So in Malaysian currency, we fix it at 300 ringgit. It might seem too much for a student, but I tell you what, this is the best investment for your future because of all the benefits you get from Toastmasters. Just imagine after you graduate, you have the title, the membership of Toastmasters, that you have been trained in Toastmasters. Of course, you will get many opportunities after you graduate because of Toastmasters membership itself. And UUM Toastmasters Club needs at least 20 members to be chartered. That's told by Toastmasters International. It needs to have 20 members minimum. So payment information will be sent out to the WhatsApp group. So the updates I will tell in the WhatsApp group. Right, so with that, we are coming to our Q&A session. Before we open the Q&A session to the floor, to the audience, there are some questions from the Zoom registration that are asked beforehand. So let me answer questions from the Zoom registration first. And yeah, Chun Ming and Eric, feel free to interrupt me whenever you want. Okay, the first question is, what are the benefits of public speaking platforms like Toastmasters in workplace after graduating from university? All right, that's a very great question. First and foremost, as we all know, Toastmasters is the best place to practice speaking. Even top companies like Microsoft and Shell have their own Toastmasters Club for their employees. So if you're a Toastmaster member since university, after you graduate and find jobs, employers will immediately pay attention to you because they value Toastmasters. Just imagine after you graduate, you have the ability to speak in meetings like a seasoned speaker, like Steve Jobs, when your peers struggle to present their thoughts. This is all because of the training that you get from Toastmasters. And second answer that I can give you that it's not cliche is if you are active in Toastmasters and always visit other clubs, especially via this Zoom, chances are there are employers in the companies, in the club who know your presence. So what happens if they know you and you apply jobs from their company? So you essentially have what we call, in Malaysia, we call it as 𝐏𝐫𝐞𝐻, because you have a strong networking in Toastmasters. So yeah, that's the benefit of Toastmasters after you graduate. I hope I answered your question. All right, second question, we have 2 questions here. Second question, will there be a regular meeting like Toastmasters Cyberjaya? Of course there are. Toastmasters meeting will usually be held 2 times a month. For UUM Toastmasters Club, since today is Thursday, the 2nd week of June, so our next meeting will probably be scheduled on 30th of June because we have a gap between a meeting. So we have a gap of 1 week rest and another week of having a meeting. And it depends on whether we have that minimum 20 members to officially charter the club. And the last question from the Zoom registration before we open the floor. Will there be a physical meeting? Great question. Now, online meetings, of course, cannot replace physical meeting, right? So when you're in the meeting physically, you'll feel the vibe, the energy, the nervousness, and the social interaction. Whereas in Zoom meeting, we are stuck in this little box, little box that we have now. Yes, we will be having hybrid meetings, meaning a mix of online and physical meetings. So you can opt to join online or you can join physical. So maybe next semester we are going to have hybrid meeting next semester. All right, so I think that's all for Zoom registration. Questions? So let's open the Q&A session to the floor, to the audience. So if you have any question, you can ask in the chat and you can just unmute yourself and ask. Right, Eric Low?
Thank you, Alif. No question. Since we had our number 2 here in the house, maybe he can do some sharing, maybe 3 to 4 minutes. Then after that, as he speaks, if you have question, then any of you can ask anytime. Yeah, perhaps that would actually break the ice during this period.
Can. Thanks, Eric. Thanks, Alif. If I'm number 2, Eric is number 3. Okay, I'm still outside. That's why I cannot. I'm late. I was late to this meeting, so I hope you all can hear me. Okay, to add on what Alif said, mentioned just now. Yeah, 300 may seem quite a lot for you all, but I like what Alif mentioned just now. Take it as an investment. 300 is not every month, but for 6 months. And then subsequently, the next 6 months, you only pay 200.
Connection? Okay, so that's why in the organization, we have always a backup. Yeah, so just let me carry forward what he wants to say. I think I could do what he wants to say. Later, he will continue when he connects back. Yeah, so for our guests here, we are wondering if you can open your camera, it'd be good so that we can actually communicate. For me, this is an organization where I don't call public speaking, I call communication. Okay, public speaking, if I want to say all those bombastic words and people don't understand a single thing. Okay, but for me, communication is I speak, you understand, you speak, I understand. That is what I learned from this organization. And if you're wondering, the investment fee that you will be put in later, no single cent will go into Alif's pocket, my pocket, or Sosie's pocket. Okay, for information, the amount that you're paying are all directly reimbursed to United States of America. Okay, so if you're wondering, you can check the account, nothing to hide. Basically, the amount you pay is all for a subscription fee in America. Like remember when you apply for a Starbucks membership, something like that. Okay, yeah. So so Cheng-Ming is back. Over to you, Cheng-Ming. You disconnect this now.
Sorry, I got disconnected. I'm changing phone now. Okay, so you're still student at UUM, right? So you're going to graduate one day. You're going to go out, attend job interview, and then join the corporate world, right? So remember what Ali mentioned just now? Job interview, right? You're going to have a resume, a CV, right? Resume. You can edit Toastmasters in your resume if you join Toastmasters. I can assure you, the interviewers nowadays, they look beyond academic qualification. They want to see what you do outside your lecture hall. Do you play sports? Do you play taekwondo? Or do you join Toastmasters? And when the interviewer know that you join Toastmasters, it carry weight. Each time at the interview, the interviewers always impressed. Wow, you joined Toastmasters. Imagine you have 2 equally qualified candidates. Both are first class or second class upper. But one with Toastmasters, one without. Whom do you think the interviewer will hire, right? Yeah. And then you see Alif. Alif is very good. It's a very good speaker, right? Alif, and mind you, Alif is not a lecturer. Alif is not working yet. Alif is still a student like you all at UUM Toastmasters Club. And he's so forward thinking. He would like to start a club for UUM. That's why he's having this demo meeting today. As mentioned by the TMT just now, by Alif just now, Toastmasters started 100 years ago and it's so successful today, like what Alif mentioned just now, many big corporations like Shell, like Petronas, like ExxonMobil, they have clubs for their staff. Moving to banks, we have OCBC Bank, we have RHB Bank, they also have club for their staff. Moving on to the IT giants, Intel, Motorola, AMD, they also have clubs for their staff. And moving on to the public and private universities, that's why Ming Kang, right, from UUM Toastmasters Club. We also have clubs in USM. We also have clubs in UTM. We have 2 clubs in UTM in Johor. We have clubs in RUM in Gombak. But we still don't have club in UUM. So please answer to Alif call, say yes, and be the pioneers of UUM Toastmasters Club. It will benefit you all and prepare you all as you graduate and join the corporate world later. As you can see, most of us are from government school, right? In government school, we are not taught the soft skills, the pengucapan awam or public speaking and so on. So this will be good. So just now there's a question, right? Like why is it important, right? So this is a good platform for us to practice. Toastmasters is always a safe platform, safe place for us to do mistake because nobody going to scold us, nobody going to laugh at us. It's only our members, right? Because we can't afford to make mistake when we graduate and join the working world. Okay, so and then yeah, you're students, right? So you may want to ask, is attendance compulsory? So the answer is not. Okay, I know that I've been a student before. Sometimes you may have semester exam, final exam, and so on. So if sometimes that you are busy with assignments or exams, right, you can skip meetings. It's perfectly all right. Okay. Toastmasters is like gym membership, right? Gym membership. The more often you attend the club meeting, the faster you will improve. But if you don't attend meeting, you still pay the same kind of fees because fees already paid already. But it's up to you to attend the meeting or not. Just like gym, right? Whether you go to gym every day or go gym once a month or never go at all, you still need to pay the gym membership fees. So it's very much like gym membership. Also, like gym membership, right? Once you join UUM Toastmasters Club, you can go to any other clubs. You can go to Ming Kang's club in UUM Toastmasters Club to present a speech or to just visit as a guest. You can come to my club. I'm from D Utama Toastmasters Club, short for Damansara Utama. You can go to Eric. Okay, mind you, Eric also started as a student, but then that was 10 years ago lah. He was studying at 𝐻𝐸 College. He's from 𝐻𝐸 Toastmasters Club. Now he's already graduated and start working already. So to this day, he still maintains his membership. You see how Toastmasters has impacted his life. So I hope that I managed to convince you to consider to join Toastmasters. Okay. Any questions? Any question from you all? Am I clear in explaining to you what is the benefit of Toastmasters to all of you? And each club meets twice a month, as Alif said, right? So being a pioneer of this club, you all have the privilege to choose the meeting day and meeting time. So, but I think Alif more inclined to Thursday, right? So we Thursday, first and third Thursday, or second and fourth Thursday. Yeah. So like I not a pioneer of my club. My club is already 40 years old. So when I joined, the club is already there. So I have to follow my club meeting days and time. I can't change. But for you all, you have the privilege to choose the meeting days and time. Each club usually meets twice a month. Each meeting 2 hours. So to me, it's manageable. But there are some clubs that meets every week. So it really depends on your club. It really depends on your club. Okay? So any questions? UUM students? Or soon to be UUM Toastmasters.
Yes, guys, come ask. We don't bite.
Yeah.
Maybe Ahmad has question.
Yeah, exactly. I do have one.
Yes.
Since like what is your name, sir? I forgot.
Chunming.
Chunming. You have mentioned before, like there are some companies have their own Toastmaster club. If I said right now, Alif have shown us the fee basically for 6 months.
300. Okay. 100 ringgit is a one-off registration fee, and your membership fee is only 200 for 6 months. And then the next 6 months, if you continue, you renew membership is only 200. Yeah. So 200 for 6 months. Yes.
So far, is there any chance that right now we are focusing on Malaysia, right? Is there any chance that we can meet some, maybe a foreign one, an international?
Of course. Yes, yes. Ahmad, you see here, Alif would like to charter this as an online club. Now, a lot of clubs are still meeting online. And thanks to pandemic, right?
Yeah.
A lot of us, we can visit club in Singapore, in US, in Europe, in Africa, and so on. Now, as long as we have the Zoom link, right, that the one Ali has shared with you, we can attend any Toastmasters Club meeting around the world. That's the beauty of Toastmasters. And then you can introduce, hi, I'm Ahmad Azeem from Malaysia. Yeah, so we have, since pandemic, right, we have friends that visit club all over the world. Before pandemic, right, it's mostly physical. So we hardly had chance unless we travel abroad and visit the country like Singapore, like Thailand, then they go and visit the club. But since pandemic, right, they've been visiting online. So Ken, to answer your question, Ken.
Okay, I think.
Yeah, you see, Ming Kang was saying I visited MIT Toastmasters twice. MIT is a university in the UK, Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Is that correct, Ming Kang? Yeah, it's a very renowned engineering university in US, right? US, yeah.
I'd just like to add, Ahmad Azeem is a great friend of mine. But I never told him that I went to more than 10 countries, more than 5 countries, sorry, at the start of the pandemic. I've been to Australia, US, UK, New Zealand, Ukraine, also Palestine. I had to get up at 3 o'clock to attend a Toastmasters Club in Palestine. Yeah, it's as long as it's online. If you have the passion to go abroad and meeting people, Toastmasters people around the world, yeah, you can just join their Zoom meetings.
Correct. And I told you just now, right? Toast membership is like gym membership. It's a passport for you to travel the world. Once you're a member of UUM Toastmasters Club, you can attend meeting physically or online. So when you mentioned that Azeem and Toastmasters from Malaysia, they will welcome you. Any other question, Azeem?
I think that's all. Maybe once this is basically our first meeting, so I don't get something.
Yeah,
maybe I should be
sure.
Upcoming.
Yeah. Can, yeah. So okay, so some of you may think also, especially those that are working, right? They may think that why must I join Toastmasters? My company do send me to courses, public speaking courses and so on, right? So like that day I was in career fair, talking to some corporations. So the HR manager was saying that, I always send my staff to public speaking workshops and all that. So yes, when you send your staff to public speaking workshop, right, it's only 2 to 3 days at five-star hotel. Once your staff go back to office, right, they will jump out the notes in the drawer or in the almari, right, and that's it. There's no platform for them to practice. Whereas in Toastmasters, the meeting is ongoing, right? Every 2 weeks you're having a meeting. Every month you're having 2 meetings in a month. So like say like it's a gym, right? It's always there, it's always open. So the more often you attend the meeting, the more often you get to practice and improve. Because Toastmasters is a skill that we need to keep on practicing. I have friends who are very good speakers, but after a while that they attend meeting, they find themselves getting rusty or berkarat. Yeah, but you get me? They cannot speak as fluent, so they must come back to Toastmasters meeting and practice. And then Toastmasters is also a skill that you must come and practice. You must speak in front of audience. You can't master public speaking or communication just by watching YouTube or TEDx or reading notes. No, it's just like cooking, right? You need to go to the kitchen and do the cooking yourself. You cannot master cooking by watching cooking show or buying recipe book and reading the recipe book. So it's a very similar. To master the skill, you need to get your hands dirty and you must do the speech in front of audience. So that's why Toastmasters is a good platform for us to practice and become a better communicator. Yeah. So because since you're all so young, right? You're going to graduate one day. And whatever profession you are, whether you are accountant, you are the business world or corporate guys in future, or yeah, some are engineers, IT specialists, and so on. Right? You still need to talk. You need to do presentation to your colleagues, to your managers, to your board directors, and worse, to your customers. So how to win your customers' hearts, win the deal, win the contract, right? So this will be a good platform for you to learn and master the skill to become better communicator. So do I answer the question, Azeem?
Yes.
All right. Other friends, you have any other questions? Sabrina? Oh, Doctor, sorry, Sabrina, you're a member already at Darul Aman Toastmasters. Dr. Sabrina, sorry.
You can call me
you're from
Sabrina.
Sabrina. Okay, hi Sabrina. Jian, you're from UUM, right? You have any questions, Jian?
So far, no. But as a student, it's true. Like 300 ringgit is quite a lot, like an investment. So maybe some of us need to think about it because imagine 6 months, 2 meetings, so you got around 12 meetings. 12 meetings equal to 300 ringgit. Is it? Oh, of course, I know all Toastmasters members will say it's worth it, but as for me, newcomers to Toastmasters, I think this need a bit of time and a bit of evaluation to consider this offer.
No worries, you can still consider, but I can assure you, Alif didn't check out the price. In fact, none of the money will go to Alif or the club. Most of the money will go to Toastmasters International in the USA because we are a, formal organization. We are part of the Toastmasters umbrella. We are paying fees to our headquarters in the USA. You asked Ming Kang just now, Ming Kang also pay the same fees in UUM Toastmasters Club. If you ask your friends in Sunway, Monash, Taylors, Nottingham, they also pay the same kind of fees, $45, which they convert to Malaysian ringgit. So all the students pay the same fees to world headquarters. Yeah. So like I said, it's not, correct. It's not cheap, but it's also not that expensive. I would say it's reasonable. And then it's like about 40 ringgit to 50 ringgit a month. So you cut down 2 Starbucks outings or 2 movie outings a month, invest in your future. Okay. And then I believe if you all talk to your parents, right? I believe your parents will give the blessing, go, I'll pay for your Toastmasters fees because it's for your own good. I'm sort of like MLM. No lah, but for your own good. Okay, I know Toastmasters after I graduate in my late 20s. I wish I know Toastmasters much earlier, like you all, like Alif, like Jian, when you're much younger. Because the earlier you are, the Malay saying goes, there's a Malay saying, right? Melento buluh biar rebung, right? The younger you start, the better it is, right? Yeah. So I wish I know Toastmasters as young as you are, like Eric and Alif. Eric 10 years ago, not now.
I would like to add up to your question, Chong Zizian. There are 2 meetings in the month, but UUM Toastmasters Club is special because I am the president of Cyberjaya Community Toastmasters Club, and UUM Toastmasters Club members are so welcome to present your speech to Cyberjaya Club, because in several Toastmasters Club there might be some vacant roles, vacancy in speaking roles. So yeah, you are most welcome to practice in Cyberjaya, also in UUM Toastmasters Club. So it's like, because UUM Cyberjaya happens in the 1st and 3rd week, UUM Toastmasters Club happens in 2nd and 4th week. So you have every week of practicing. So no worries about practicing, because I have special connection with other Toastmasters members in Malaysia, and I can entertain to all of you students. If you want to practice more, you are most welcome to reach me out and ask me which day are you available. I'd be glad to offer a Toastmasters Club that can have you speaking in it.
Correct. So you can always visit other clubs, Jian, like Alif already mentioned, right? Alif is current president of Cyberjaya Community Toastmasters Club. You can visit his club and present your speech there if you want. You can also visit Dr. Sabrina's club, Darul Aman Halostar. There's also club in Sungai Petani. They meet at Club Cinta Sayang, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there's also clubs in Penang. You also can join other student club like Ming Kang's club or Sunway Toastmasters Club, Taylor's Toastmasters Club. I was there last Friday. Yeah. So there are lots of opportunity, Zijian. Yeah. Oh.
But if you guys want to have a weekly meeting, we are up to
Yeah.
it.
Correct. There are clubs that I think that meets weekly, like Uni Razak Toastmasters Club, they meet weekly. They more or
Yeah,
less
and
for one time,
also
they also meet weekly. Yeah.
yeah, and also Harriet Ward. I believe they have informal meeting and then formal meeting every week.
Yes. Reason, okay. Usually most club, this is just for information, most Toastmasters Club meets twice a month. Like my club meets twice a month. But some student clubs, they meet weekly. Why? Number one, usually students are more free. They have more free time than us, the adults. Secondly will be because you have semester break. Then sometimes, right, these students, when they have semester break, right, they will go back to their respective hometowns, especially during physical meetings. So there won't be any meetings, right? So that's why they meet weekly to meet up the lost time during the semester break. But now with online meeting, can lah. Semester break, no semester break, you all can continue so, right? But last time because physical meeting, right? So during semester break, they will go back to their respective hometown, go back to Penang, go back to Sabah, go back to Sarawak. So that's why nobody's at the campus. So they cannot have meeting. So that's why they meet weekly to meet up the lost time.
Looking at the crowd, we now have around 10 guests who are still here. I believe you're interested, maybe a bit shy, so feel free to put in the chat box or personal PM Alif after this. Okay, so I think two great speakers have already shared the benefit of this organization. Maybe let me share some of the consideration that you might be thinking and having now, but don't dare to ask. Okay, I could relate to you as a student. Okay, first, hiya, so expensive, 300 ringgit, I can spend elsewhere. Like what just now the panel has discussed, right? Just try to divide and see. Basically, is 2 to 3 Starbucks cup a month. You know, I still remember my time, you know, those was 10 years ago. Also, I can understand you because I was a student back then. You know, when we said, you're so expensive, but when we take out the phone, iPhone lah, Samsung lah, all the good phone. So for me, actually, it's up to you, I would say. If there's a will, there's a way. Yeah, I believe for own investment, yeah, just find a way. I mean, yeah, I do know that there are definitely some students who are struggling with their finance, but find a way, find a way. I believe Alif have a way to try to maneuver this, okay? And I think it's something worthwhile to invest in your own personal development. Okay, so I hope that has covered the so-called cost, which I always say is an investment. Okay, Chuming has been here for 15 years. I've been here for close to 11 years. We won't be here if this does not benefit us at all. Okay. The second thing, some of you might say, hiya, my English very bad. You know, I don't know how to speak good English. I'm very scared. Yo, my English how later people counting my la, and then I speak like English lah. Worry not. During my time, if you know Tha College back then, we are more Chinglish and Manglish, and our bahasa all very, very roja. But you see the product now. Yeah, so for me, at the end of the day, the more you scared, the more you should do. Yeah, the more nervous you are, the more you should speak. Yeah, I could understand some of you feel scared on stage, or some of you feel scared even being online. Each has their challenges, but if we don't overcome that scaredness, how will we improve? So this is a platform for me, is very supportive. They are very positive. Like I said, nobody here will boo. Everybody will see clap. You know, and if you see a chat box, everyone is so supportive. They will say, congratulations, good job. No, it's a platform for you to work. Nobody will scold you here. Nobody will demotivate you here. Okay, so for me, it's good to be nervous. If you ask me whether I'm still nervous, I am nervous. Just that you don't see, right? You're only seeing my top of the body. If I were to stand, I don't know what else you will be seeing. Yeah, but you know, if you're nervous, means you're still alive. It's good. It means we have room for improvement. So don't be shy if you're scared. Your Bahasa or English is not good. This is the platform for you to practice. Okay, and as I said, practice make perfect. So that might be some of the second concern. Okay, then the third concern, I think some of you might have this because I think most will be wondering about the location, you know, and now being in Zoom, some of us, even like me, get lazy to get out of the house. So it depends. It depends. It depends on all of you. If you all prefer online, yeah, you go online. Some clubs have one meeting online, some clubs have one meeting offline. So one meeting on, one meeting off. You know, and then what day, what time, it's all up to you. You guys will set, we will follow the majority. After that, then we will see which day. Okay, because basically in this organization, as I said, it's two things that you can never run, irregardless whatever industry you are in. Okay, like I've shared a chat box. I was in the audit line. All the top big four has an Toastmasters Club. Okay, and irregardless whatever you do in life, you need to communicate, right? Even at home with your wife, with your partner, with your boss, with your wife, with your siblings, with your mother-in-law. The only way to communicate is to speak. If I were to, you understand, right? Yeah. So for me, communication and leadership can never run in anything that you do in life, whether online or offline. Okay, I hope these are some of the concerns that I think most of you might have. So I hope it will, clear that. But no worries. No one is here to force. In this organization, we don't force. We inspire, we motivate, we encourage. Most of us here aspire to inspire before we expire. So that's why we are here. Okay, so don't worry. Take your time to think. No rush. If you feel that you want more time, feel free to keep in touch with Alif. Okay, because there are more meetings. Okay, you can go and visit other clubs. Maybe Alif will have a second meeting, for you to see the flow, what we will have in our usual meeting. Basically, what you see just now is the basic of what a meeting will happen, the PIE. Okay, so just give some time. Don't worry, no rush. Keep in touch with Alif. Follow up. Okay, because for me, like I always say, sometimes there's opportunity, we're not ready. Sometimes we're ready, that we don't have opportunity. And this is one of a lifetime opportunity to be part of history. Okay, like how I was back then 10 years ago and where I am today. Okay, I am in debt to this program. Okay, so be part of that. Charter member of UUM Toastmasters Club. And I think you can never go wrong.
Pioneer, be the founding members.
And I think you can never go wrong. Just look back at your industry. UM, UKM, UPM, IIUM. Okay, with that, I think that's all from me. If anyone has any more questions, all the guests are here. Good that you're still here.
Just for your information, a quick one. Toastmasters, of course, mainly are English because this is a language that we all want to master. But Toastmasters is not about language. We also have clubs in Bahasa. Club in USM, in Kubang Keren, Kelantan, is a bilingual club, meaning they have both English and Bahasa. So we also have purely Bahasa club, called Club Toastmasters Bahasa Melayu Johor Bahru, JB. We also have Tamil clubs. We also have Mandarin clubs. And we have one German club in Shah Alam, in Tech Shah Alam, to prepare the students to go to Germany. So it's not about English, but about communication. But I would say 80% of the clubs are in Malaysia and the whole world are English because it's a business language and it's an important language we all want to master. Okay?
Toastmaster Sabrina seems to have a thing to say.
Yes, I would like to. I'm going to put on my lecturer hats here. I don't want to talk about the cost. I want you to focus on the investment. Okay, this is an investment, and this is about your future, because you are in a generation where it is so difficult. The competition is so hard out there, and I've seen with your seniors. I've seen how hard it is if you can't communicate well. Okay, because you went through the 2 years MCO, you didn't meet your friends, everything is online. So communication is one of the things that will shine, that will make you shine, that will make you different than others. So look at the investment for your future. I know 200 is a lot, but think of how you can save your money towards it. We were all students before, so we understand. But like what everyone has been said, I wish also I knew the club earlier. Okay, and also I would be the member. Once we have this club, I will join in as a lecturer. I will join in. I'm a senior lecturer. I will join in with you. Together with you, we will build up. Of course, I wanted to see everyone. I'm a mother too, So this is what I will want my son, my daughters, and what I want from all of you. It will be a great success for me to see you walk on the stage, join the big companies in Malaysia or even outside of Malaysia. Okay, so focus on investment. And yes, it doesn't have to be in the next few months, but think about it. Okay, let's grow this club together. I'm willing to be part of the club. All right, thank you.
If any of you are wondering, none of us are getting commission for doing all this. Okay, basically, we are just here seeing the transformation that has changed your life. change ours. If you're wondering, all the money you
Yeah.
pay is wholly and exclusively transferred to the United States of America, just for info.
Okay, this is not MLM. Alif, Dr. Sabrina, Eric, myself, we are not earning a single cent. Alif, myself, and Eric, we are just volunteers. We have joined Toastmasters, we have benefited, and we want to give back to the organization. We want you all to benefit like how we have benefited from Toastmasters. Yeah, so this is what we are doing. So we are not earning a single cent. This is not MLM. Don't be skeptical. Wow, this 𝐏𝐿, that something is wrong somewhere. No. Okay, we are not scammers. So I think Alif, I think the time is also not early. If there's no more question, maybe we call it a night. So you don't want to hold the members so long. So we see whether you can have 9 members to start the club. If not, if needed, second day meeting, then we plan a second day meeting. If you have 20 members, then we can proceed to start the club lah. What do you think, Alif?
Yep, sure.
Yeah. So okay, before we call it a day, any final question? Because I know it's already past 10 p.m. already. Any final question? Calling once, calling twice, third time. Okay. Oh yeah, 𝐏𝐿𝐬𝐢 already. We end already. Yeah, tomorrow Friday already. Correct. We have 1 more day to go.
All right. So before we end, before we end the
Handle control
meeting, all right. Thank you, 𝐶𝐿 and distinguished Toastmaster Eric Low. So before we end the meeting, we want to have a group photo with all of you because 𝐶𝐿 is here. All right. Before I group photo, I just want to take your 1 minute. If money is your problem, ask your parents. I'm sure that your parents, if they don't know Toastmasters, pitch to them about Toastmasters. Because it's for your own goodness. Right? So, and I'm sure maybe your parents know. Just ask them. Approach them and ask them if they know Toastmasters and talk to them if to invest in this and to become a member. So yeah, approach your parents. No need to scrap from your PTPTN loan or from your saving. No need. Ask your parents first. Then yeah, I'm sure all of you will become a member one day. I mean, of course will be. All right. So I think that's all from me. So now let's have a. Right, if everyone can open up their camera. Hakim, our table topic champion. Hisham.
This is the only time that we can see them.
Isha, Jenny, Rashida, if you are there. All right, it's all right. All right, it's all right. Okay, so let me look at this. All right. In the count of 3, 1, 2. Oh, sorry. Okay, in the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Freestyle. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much, everyone. And I will update on who and on the payment information. And if we have less than 20 members, we will keep on having demo Toastmasters Club, demo meeting. So no worries. All right, so I will keep updating on our WhatsApp group and see you guys in the next meeting. Thank you, everybody.
Bye. See you soon. Next meeting.